What's up, everyone, and welcome to Game Tangent. My name is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon. We have got a PAX East filled show for you today. At the end of this week, me and my buddy Mike are going to be road tripping up to Boston for PAX East. So I thought I might as well bring him on the show, and we could talk about what our top 3 favorite things are that we want to see at PAX. So Mike, welcome to the show.
Hey, cutie pie.
You want to go by cutie pie instead of Mike? I can go by cutie pie if you want.
Either way works for me.
Up to you.
So hey, I'm Mike, otherwise known as a cutie pie.
Okay, there you go. Welcome to the show, cutie pie.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right, so you and I, we're going to PAX next week. This week, holy crap, it's on Friday. Doing a road trip.
Pretty excited.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about our top 3 things that we want to see, that we're looking forward to seeing at PAX.
Yeah.
So do you want to kick us off, or do you want me to start?
I'll start us off.
Okay.
This is my first convention. I'm super excited for that. So my top number one thing I'm most excited about is just going to a gaming convention. I'm excited for like that social atmosphere, surrounded by other gamers, other people who are excited to check that stuff out at the same time. I'm excited about, checking out the expo hall, like looking at all the stuff that's on sale.
Absolutely.
Checking out all the new games that are coming out. Not understanding like 80% of the cosplay that people are wearing around me, things like that. So generally, I'm going to be excited. Not
understanding the cosplay? Is that what you said?
I have a feeling I'm not going to understand a single thing people are wearing, and I'll have to ask everybody, like, who are you? What is that from? Yeah.
Well, hopefully if their cosplay is any good, you'll recognize it.
That's right. That's what I'm hoping for.
Or anything contemporary, or really old school, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that too. This is my first gaming convention, so I'm pretty thrilled. Like all the same stuff. I can't wait to see the expo hall. I can't wait to see like all the larger than life kind of booths and just be around a whole bunch of like freaking gaming nuts. People that are just super obsessed about video games. That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun.
All right. So my first thing, probably a kind of an obvious one, even though it's already out, is a Nintendo Switch. I have yet to see the Switch. I was in GameStop the other day and they had a demo set up for it, but it was just playing videos. You couldn't actually like touch the thing or hold the thing or play with it. And I don't know if that's just Nintendo's weird way of like building hype or whatever. And everyone that I know, even people that like said they were originally going to get a Switch, they all they canceled their pre-order, or they ended up not being able to get one, or they just decided kind of against it because they heard different reviews or whatever. So, even though I made the decision not to get one because I already have Zelda on the Wii U, I'm still super excited for the hardware itself. I really want to hold this thing. I want to feel what the Joy-Cons feel like. They look weird. They don't look like they're going to be very comfortable, but you see kind of different reports on whether it's comfortable or not. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm really looking forward to playing Snipper Clips, which is kind of that weird-looking indie game. I don't know if it's really an indie game, but it's kind of a game that came out of left field people weren't really expecting, where you kind of cut pieces out of each other and try, and it's like a co-op puzzle game. And,
interesting. Yeah, is that on the Switch itself?
It's on the Switch, yeah.
Cool.
You cut pieces out of each other and try and... yeah, it's really weird. It's hard to explain unless you see it. But basically, when you stand in front of your other person, you can clip, and you'll cut out a chunk of the other character and turn them into a different shape. Then you can use their shape to solve different puzzles throughout the game. That and then 1-2 Switch, just because it looks super dumb, and I can't wait to shoot you with a gun or milk a cow next to you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite games from the Wii U was Nintendo Land, which was just that hodgepodge of mini games. But man, that was so much fun to play with family,
Absolutely.
Sitting on the couch next to you.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
All right, so what's your number 2?
My number 2, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Okay.
I am actually getting really excited about this game. I was really disappointed by Mass Effect 3, but I've only seen great things coming out of these gameplay trailers for Mass Effect Andromeda. They're going to be at PAX this year with their multiplayer on show.
Yeah.
They canceled their technical tests this year. So it makes me, I can't tell if I should be a little afraid or if I should be excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to at least just see what the gameplay is like myself.
The game's out in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's in 2 Tuesdays from now.
Yeah.
3 Tuesdays from now, I think.
End of March.
Sometime late March. Yeah. We'll just go with that for now. including text right here that
Have
says the
you
actual
did
date.
you did you play all the other Mass Effect games?
I have played all the other Mass Effect games. In fact, I probably put 40 hours, 50 hours just into Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Were you one of those who like raged at the ending of Mass Effect 3 and caused them to make a new ending for it?
You know, I just accepted it as it was.
Yeah.
Dealt with it. It was a game. It was a fun experience until it got to that point.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for this. I think this is a good way for them. Everything I'm seeing out of gameplay shows that they made major improvements to actual combat.
Right.
You know, I'm a little afraid of what they're doing when it comes to the RPG aspect. They haven't really displayed any of that stuff in their gameplay trailers yet. Not sure if we'll even see that this weekend, but I'm excited at least to hear about what the multiplayer looks like and feels like.
I gotta imagine with it being only a couple weeks away, they'll use this opportunity to like show off a lot of stuff outside of the kind of multiplayer hands-on that they're doing. But so I never played the first 3 Mass Effects. I bought them, I have them. I just kind of never got around to kind of putting them in. I really wanted to play them from the first one all the way through, and just, you know, time got away from me. And so I was looking at this one as an opportunity, as like a jumping in point. But that said, I'm going to be kind of in the throes of Zelda at this point. Yeah. So I don't really know if I'm going to get around to it yet again. We'll see. I think once it comes out, there's not a whole lot. Like, you know, if I finish Zelda in a reasonable amount of time over the next several weeks, you know, and that game just comes out and gets phenomenal reviews, then I think I'll jump in and get it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So let me see. And I want to get this right about what they said. So my number 2 is, so there's a Gearbox panel, and people seem to think that there may be a Borderlands 3 reveal coming during the panel. So the official description for the panel from the PAX website is, this is your opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look at Gearbox Software and Gearbox Publishing, along with the latest news and updates from the makers of Borderlands, Battleborn, Brothers in Arms, and more. We will have never-before-seen reveals, exclusives, and surprises, so don't miss out. So that panel is happening on Sunday. So the interesting people seem to think that there might be a reveal coming here because they've done a lot of big things at all of the previous PAXs. So they revealed the game last year at PAX East 2016, where they just announced that Borderlands 3 was coming. They were basically getting ready to start work on it. And then 2 years ago, in 2015, I think it might have been at like PAX South, actually. I don't know if it was at PAX East, was when they confirmed just in general that, like, yes, there will be another Borderlands. They didn't reveal that they were like starting working on it or anything, or like what it was going to be called. And then last year's when they revealed that, okay, it's Borderlands 3. We're starting work on it now. We'll have more to come kind of in the future.
That should be cool. Just a couple of years ago, they just released the remade version of 2, right? Yep. Tales from Behind.
No, Tales from the Borderlands was a totally like other game. They released the Borderlands Handsome Collection. That was the remake, all in HD. Tales from the Borderlands was a Telltale series, very similar to like the Walking Dead series and The Wolf Among Us and all those. It's like an episodic, like 1 through 5 episodes. Apparently, that one's like one of the best ones they've ever done. And they're like, even if you've never played a Borderlands game, that one's really good. I bought it. It's yet another thing that's like sitting on my hard drive that I haven't played yet. But Borderlands 2 was just like a favorite among my family. It was the game that my uncle, my stepdad, and my cousin, we would all get together and we would just play Borderlands 2. And then when I eventually upgraded to the Xbox One, I kind of moved on and they didn't upgrade, and then I didn't feel like hooking up my 360 every time. So they just released Borderlands 2 back in the backwards compatibility program. So we've just started like playing through that again, kind of like picking up where we left off. And so now seeing that like maybe there's going to be an announcement for Borderlands 3 at PAX East kind of has me pretty excited. So
yeah, that should be cool.
May be nothing, right? It may be like Battleborn DLC will be their exclusive reveal. But how cool would it be to like be there when they kind of announce, Borderlands 3? I don't know, like if you ever played Borderlands, but it's a big franchise for me. So
yeah, I'd be a little surprised if they're still building stuff for Battleborn.
Yeah,
I never said that.
Didn't do so well. Hashtag Overwatch.
The third thing I'm really excited about. I haven't decided. I wanted to say I'm really excited about Blizzard, but I haven't seen anything they're talking about. I haven't seen if they're going to be talking about that new character for Overwatch or the new, new Hearthstone.
The Overwatch people said that like they absolutely will not be at PAX.
Right. Yeah. So I'm a little upset. Maybe we're going to hear some more information about patch 7.2 for World of Warcraft. We'll see. Yeah. All of that, they haven't really announced anything, especially like when it comes to what they'll actually be presenting. Okay. So, I'll stop by that booth. So in its place, I have to fill it in with what I do probably 30% of my gaming on, which is like my phone, okay. Right? I'm excited about these indie panels. I'm excited about, what do they call it? They call it PAX Rising, and they have a indie mega booth where they're going to have a bunch of indie developers doing a lot of casual types of games, a lot of indie games. I do a lot of I love looking through indie games when it comes to trying to find games I can play with my wife, trying to find games that I can play on my phone while I'm, on the bus, don't have Wi-Fi, things like that. So I'm really excited just to check out what's coming out of there and what's going to be the next
I think you're going to see game beyond mobile games, right? Like, I think, people kind of always associate indie games with like these smaller experiences. Yeah, maybe on mobile or something, but I think there's a ton of awesome mini games that come out on, that come out on PC, that come out on console. So,
yeah, that's true. A lot of the best couch co-op games I played in the last few years were all indie starters.
Did you play? What is it? Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time?
We haven't gotten to that one yet, but that is next on the queue. I think once we finish our latest Netflix
binge
show, working our way through. Yeah, we're excited to just play through that game together pretty soon.
And then my number 3 is Prey. Bethesda said that it's going to be there. It won't be playable. That game comes out May 5th. I believe. I think I had it. May 5th is when that comes out. So, I don't know. They really haven't showed too much about it. It obviously was like a huge departure from what Prey used to be, right? Which I think you brought up before, which is the kind of Native Americans in kind of space. It doesn't seem to be that at all. It's kind of more of like a spooky alien mystery in space. But I don't know. Like,
now, did you play any of the originals?
I played the first Prey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. It wasn't, it wasn't a game that, particularly kind of like stuck with me for any, reason. But when I saw the reveal for this game, with the guy kind of living the same loop over and over again, kind of in the reveal trailer, and his eye every day, like his eye was getting more and more red, and he was looking in the mirror. It just looks really, really cool. And it just kind of had like this interesting atmosphere. Some of the gameplay footage that's come out after that just makes it seem more of just kind of like a just scary game. It doesn't really look like it's going to have as much of like the mystery and kind of the investigative stuff that I was hoping for. If it ends up just being kind of a thriller, like, ghosts are in your face, it's super scary, and there's not really much of a story to it, then I don't think I'll be interested. But I don't know, they put so much into kind of that reveal, that opening reveal. I got to imagine there's something else going on there. So
one of my favorite aspects of the original Prey was the way they handled death, right? If you die in combat, you don't like respawn at the beginning of a level. You shoot down these flying spirits and you come back to life. Certain health will base on that, but you're like right back in the combat. So like, if they can expand upon that, I am really excited, because that was one of my, that's one of the coolest features I've seen in a game that hasn't been followed up on lately.
I think they pretty much straight up said that it's not like any way related to the other games. It was basically they made this game. They didn't really have a great name for it. And I'm pretty sure there was an interview out there that I read, and they didn't have a name for it. And Bethesda basically said, well, we got this IP sitting around, and the name, it kind of fits, it kind of works, so why don't we just use that name and kind of like revitalize it? And that's kind of how they came about it. I know the game, when they originally made the game, they did not have any part of their mind like focused on what the older games were. So I know that there's, I don't really believe that there's going to be any kind of aspects from that original game that are going to seep into this game. I think it's just the name, and that there's aliens, and my guess is like that's going to be about the extent of it.
Yeah, that should still be a good booth to stop by though. I'm excited to check out Bethesda.
I mean, just Bethesda in general, right? Like they got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah.
They're getting rising pressure about another Elder Scrolls hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Not for me. I'm excited. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited too. We're heading up to PAX next Friday. Mike, a cutie pie. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Hyper Neon.
All right. We'll see you online.
See ya.
All right, everyone. So that's it for Game Tangent this week. If you're interested in seeing more of what Game Tangent is doing, then please make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media pages using the handle @GameTangent. You can also reach us via email using the email address gametangent@gmail.com. And if you want to be just like Mike and have some of your own thoughts or comments featured in one of our videos, then make sure you reach out and let us know what you're interested in talking about, or if you have an idea for something that we can talk about on a future episode. Also, if live streams and Let's Plays are your thing, make sure you follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/GameTangent. We're doing a lot of cool things there. We just did some old school retro games where we brought out the N64 for Pokemon Day and played through Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Stadium. And we also brought out the Super Nintendo with the Super Scope 6 so that we could blow up some stuff with a bazooka. Once again, my name is Chris, aka Hyper Neon. Thank you so much to my guest Mike, aka Cutie Pie, for being on the show this week. And thank you so much to all of you for watching this week's episode of Game Tangent. See you online.